Hello, Ralph. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so
Ralph?
sorry I haven't prepared enough for my clothes and everything.
That's okay. Don't worry. Can you put your? Have you got? Is this your phone or your laptop?
Okay. For a while.
Is it your phone or your laptop?
Not yet.
No, Ralph. What I'm speaking to you on, is it your phone or your laptop? Ralph, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, Ralph.
I
Can you hear me?
you, Alex.
I
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, is this your phone or your laptop?
It's my laptop.
Ah, okay. How come it keeps moving?
Okay. I'll just no, it's on my lap. That's why it's still moving.
Ah, okay. Yeah, don't worry. Anyway, Ralph, thank you very much for speaking to me. I'm really, really excited to speak to you and find out, how you did with your IELTS, etc. So you passed your examination. Congratulations. How do you feel? How do you feel right now?
Uh, I'm still on a cloud nine. I'm still elated, and although I didn't still claim the test report form, but when I look at it online, I'm so excited to move on to the next level. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm really pleased for you. So you're a nurse. You're in the Philippines. You're a Filipino nurse, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. And you're looking to move to the UK and work over here as a nurse?
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe in the end of this year, I will
Okay,
be starting my relocation process in the UK.
that's amazing. So how long have you been studying for the IELTS?
Around 6 months or so.
Okay. And how many times did you actually take the exam?
I took twice. The
Twice.
first time was for UKVI process, but the writing score was 6.5, as I've said before we talked.
Okay. So why do you feel that you only got 6.5? And this was before you took your first attempt
Yeah,
before
that's my first
Swoosh
attempt
English.
before I discovered Swoosh English. I was in a classroom-based institution here in the Philippines. It's a renowned review center, and I didn't really know the structures. Um, Although uh, the Filipino coaches have exerted all their effort
Mm,
to point out our mistakes, but I guess it's very different when it comes to a native speaker like you guys, and so
mm.
it's very helpful for me to gauge my level, to know my strengths, my weaknesses regarding the writing aspect.
Okay. So you're saying our native English speaking ex-IELTS
Yeah,
examiners
definitely.
were what really helped you more so than what you had
Yeah,
previously.
yeah,
Great.
exactly.
How did they help you?
Well, I guess when I read one of your posts before, that when you want to write something, you must act like a native speaker. You write as you speak. Um, it's like when you're speaking to an English speaker, a native speaker like you, not going into details of doing a lot of cohesive devices, for example, like furthermore, additionally, in contrast, you know what I mean? It's like talking spontaneously uh, with uh, the proper structure. At first, it's like the structure for me was I don't know. It's a little bit confusing in a way. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to write a proper introduction. I don't know the proper structure of every argument that I need to point out. The concluding sentence, which was really important because in the previous review center that I have been, they didn't taught us that there must be a concluding sentence in every argument that I must be presented. So I think Swoosh English helped me discover that thing.
Okay, great. So, I mean, what I would say is you were very hardworking. I saw that inside our VIP Facebook group for IELTS, you were consistently putting your writing in the group, and I'm not surprised that you've passed. And I always say to a lot of students that, we can provide you with the best teachers, the best IELTS examiners. We can give you all the video courses, all the materials. But if you're not willing to put the hard work in, and you're not willing to consistently do the writing practice, do the speaking practice, reading and listening, etc. If you don't do all of those things, then you won't pass. So it's kind of like a marriage of the two things. And the fact that you were hardworking, you were always doing your work. I was constantly impressed with your dedication, and you got what you deserved. You did the hard work and you got what you deserved. So huge congratulations to you, Ralph. What were your scores? What were your scores for each of the 4 areas?
I got the scores from the British Council, which I received it online, and the results are from listening, it's 8.5, then reading 8, both writing and speaking were 7.
Wow, that's great. So how did you did the video courses? So you had the the help from the ex-examiners, and you went through our self-study video courses as well.
Yeah. The timetable recordings helped me a lot also.
The timetable recordings. So those were the recordings of the previous live classes, correct?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
How did the self-study video courses help you?
Yeah, huge. It's a huge difference for me to gauge when I was in a traditional classroom-based review center and in the comforts of my home, by just doing online tutorials, listening and watching our previous recordings. It really helped me a lot in spending most of my time going from one place to another, for example, because, for example, if I would go to one branch or one area of their review centers, maybe I should travel for around 1.5 hours from our home. So it really entails a lot of sacrifices before. And what I just want to share in that review center, it's like a first come first serve basis, because if you miss a slot, of course you will go another day. There's a long queue for students who will going to coach for their writing and their speaking classes before. Unlike here in Facebook, it's like almost every day I'm just have anytime to write. It's a 24/7 feedback. So it's really a huge advantage for this group, really.
So that's where you can post your writing in the Facebook group whenever you want. I mean, I know sometimes you were posting 2 or 3 essay corrections per day, and then our ex-IELTS examiners and mentors were giving you feedback. So I mean, that's like I said before, that's why you get what you deserve. So now, if you think about kind of the examination, did you feel like you went into the exam a lot more confident, a lot more prepared now that you had the help of all of our ex-IELTS examiners?
Yes, I can say that I am more confident, I am more prepared, and in fact, when I ended my writing part, I started to cry a little bit, because I knew, I had a gut feeling that I already passed this exam.
Wow.
Yeah. But of course, I won't be complacent until I got the results on the end. When I finally found it, with respect for my dad, because he was the one who, who told me that I already passed. He congratulated me, and also my mom, of course. They congratulated me for all the efforts that I have done, because they knew that this kind of exam is not easy. It's challenging, really. It's challenging for us as second language learners of English. Here in the Philippines, we know already the basics of English. But I think what will be the most challenging is how we are going to be more proficient. How are we going to use the English level into an advanced one? And so um, it really it really um, helped a lot for more Filipino nurses to decide for themselves to try this English exam. It's a standardized exam, and it will definitely know what will be their strengths, what will be their weaknesses, so that they will improve it a lot and you know improve their level of proficiency in English.
Ralph, that's really interesting that you say you cried a little bit after you
Yeah.
took the
Yeah.
exam, because you just knew you know, I mean I've done examinations previously where you've done an exam and you know if you've done well and you know if you've done badly, but the fact that you cried a little bit and you just knew that you passed, I think that's amazing. So you had that confidence before the exam, and then you had that just that gut feeling. You just your deep inside your body, you just knew that you'd pass as soon as you finished the writing paper.
Definitely.
Is that the right is that the writing section? Do you find is the most difficult for you?
Yes, I think almost all Filipinos are really struggling in that part. Maybe not only Filipinos, but to all other nationalities as well. But when I read the recent statistics that the previous review senders have done, I think in the Philippines, the first exam attempt for Filipinos in just the writing section was just 13%. 13% of Filipinos only got a score of 7. And mostly it's almost more than a half, I guess, will lead to 6.5. But for example, there are 400 candidates and almost 220 individuals got a 6.5 band score in their writing exam. So it's really the struggling part of most Filipinos.
Ralph, how you talk about your family, your mother and father being very proud of you and your achievements because, as you said, it's been a difficult exam. What does this mean to you and your family? Being able to come over to the UK to work over here as a nurse. What does that really mean to you?
I think, of course, wait for a while. I think it's God's will for me to pass this exam. I received guidance and everything. I prayed. I held devotional prayers to Him, and almost every day before I start writing, every night at 9 p.m. or so, I didn't forget to pray unto Him, and so I think it's His will. That's why I got the scores that I need. But of course, God doesn't want everyone to become, complacent or just become lazy, because God doesn't want lazy people. He wants every person to become, I think, persistent, to make extra effort in doing everything. For example, with this IELTS preparation, it's really important to persevere a lot. No matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, at least make the most of your time to at least do the writing. For example, do the writing assessment check, as you have said, almost at least every day.
I think it's important you talk about the perseverance and the determination. Like for you now moving to the UK, what are the benefits now for you? How is this going to change your life? How is it going to change your family's life? Working as a nurse in the UK, will the better salary be better for your family? I don't know, the challenge of working in a different country, an English-speaking country.
Yeah, the weather condition, of course. I'm so excited to see the snow. No, really, but I think one of the determinants for most Filipinos to choose the United Kingdom as a choice of their country to work as in is because of the salary. I just want to share, my salary is just meager. It's just, for me, because I'm a single It's just around 19,000 pesos. I don't know how much is that in the UK. So compare that one to a salary that I will be receiving in the United Kingdom. I think it will be a huge amount to benefit my family a lot. Actually, my mom also cried after she knew the results. She said it's just incredible. She didn't believe at first. I think she was in shock. She was in shock and awe when she read the results online. But eventually she congratulated me, and she said to me that United Kingdom is a fantastic place to live in. It's a diverse community, and good luck. That's what she told
That's
me.
amazing. That's amazing. So it's a real family. It's a really a big, huge positive impact, not just on you, but your family as well. And what would you say to people who are just self-studying for the exam? Maybe they're just watching YouTube videos, or they're just looking for things online. What would you say to those people who, they're considering or they're thinking about joining one of our courses? What would you say to them? Would you say that it was a good decision for you?
Definitely, it's not just a good decision; it's the best decision that I have made so far, Swoosh English is concerned. And what I can suggest to all those individuals who are self-studying, I think you must consider Swoosh English because uh, the the examiners are ex-IELTS examiners. They can assess your work 24/7, right in the comforts of your own home, and it's you just have to persevere, make an extra effort to achieve success. But don't just do studying. I think there must be someone who will assess your writing, your speaking capabilities, so that you know how to improve you and develop your mistakes and eventually learn from it, and you will use it and apply it on your examination.
Absolutely. I think that's a great a great kind of commendation. It's not like you say, it's not just the practice, it's the feedback as well, and that's really what we're trying to give students as much as possible to see what mistakes you're making and then make those improvements. So Ralph, like I said, you just a huge congratulations, and like I said before, your hard work has paid off, and you at the end of the day you get what you deserve. So I'm really pleased for you, your mother, your father, all your family members. Lastly is I would love it for you if like you offered to be one of our mentors, one of our successful passing medical professionals in our Facebook group. I would absolutely love if you could do that for us. I mean, being able to, like you said before, you're an inspiration to not just Filipino nurses, not just
Yeah,
nurses, but
everyone.
doctors, medical professionals, all nationalities. So I would really appreciate that. And, just the same way that you got help from, Kai, Jan Michael, Wilson, Patrick,
Mhm.
Keenji, all of those people, if you can now be the kind of the shining light for other nurses and doctors, I would really appreciate your support, and we can then keep building this community of of passing medical professionals, and helping you to
Yeah.
10x
Mhm.
or 15 times, 20 times higher salary in the UK compared to what you're getting in the Philippines. So thank you very much, Ralph, and
Thank you,
uh,
Alex.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, this is the reason why we do this. All of our teachers and I at Swoosh English is to have moments like this where you're able to speak to the nurses and the doctors who've passed, and then they tell you that it's just changed their life and their family's life. So that's great, and that's great to hear and kind of see in your face as well. But last thing is, I was wondering is with this conversation that we've had, would I be okay to share this with other nurses on Facebook and our
No
mail channels?
problem.
Oh,
No
I
problem.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, because a lot of nurses and doctors, they'll get a lot of benefit out of hearing your thoughts and opinions from someone who's actually passed. Have you got can you send me your screenshot of your results as well?
Yeah,
on
sure.
Facebook. Perfect.
Later on.
Ralph, perfect. Ralph, the last thing is, if there's anything you ever need from me, okay, free of charge, okay, if there's anything you need from me, any help, any guidance, any support, I'm here to help you. If you want me to look at your job applications for the UK, or you want me to, I don't know, help you with advice about living in the UK, anything like that, all you need to do is just message me on Facebook chat. More than happy to help you. If you want me to introduce you to a CBT preparation course provider, because I think I've got some connections with some recruitment agencies, they can give you free CBT support. I mean, any kind of, if you want like an OSCE help or anything like that, then let me know. I can put you in contact with someone. Who's your job offer with?
What is it again?
Do you have a job off? Do you have a job offer at the moment in the UK?
Yeah. I have a job offer at Portsmouth Hospital.
Who?
In the NHS. In Portsmouth.
Which agency are you working with?
I am with ABBA recruitment agency here in the Philippines.
Who?
ABBA. ABBA.
ABBA. Yeah. We work with ABBA. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, they're a great agency, and I'll send them. Did they know you passed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Is your mum there as well? Let me say hello to your mother.
No. It's just my father. My mom is in Saudi Arabia. She's working as an emergency nurse.
Okay. Okay. So your mum's a nurse as well. So maybe she needs help with the IELTS exam.
She was happy with the results that I got.
Yeah, that's good. Ralph, I'm going to let you go because I know it's very late at night, but lovely to speak to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, and and thank you very much for agreeing to be a mentor as well.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Cheers, Ralph. Let me know. Let me know about your journey. Let me know about your journey, and if there's any help you need from me, just send me a message, okay?
Okay. No.
All the best,
okay,
Ralph.
Alex,
Have a good day. Take care.